Awesome.
Even more awesome than a possum.
It's impossible. How dare you, swine?
I really wish we were alive when the giant sloth was about.
Me too.
It's a shame they're dead.
Anywho. Okay.
Right.
So.
That's what I forgot. Restream chat.
How do I make it bigger?
I pressed F11, but you can just go up into the three dots and then press the full screen button. Here.
What?
And then if you hold Control, you can scroll and it will zoom in and out.
What? I don't need to zoom this in. I mean, how do I see all of it? Or do I have to click into it?
Oh, you mean the actual question or whatever?
Yeah, so like I'm looking at it on yours.
No, you just click it. You click
and it literally like fades into nothing like Star Wars and I'm waiting for the rest of it to come up.
Yeah, you click it. I thought you meant had your full screen in your browser.
I don't give a shit about this. I don't fucking care.
Right.
I don't even know where you're on about these fucking dots and shit. So. Oh, that's
okay,
what it is. Am I the asshole? AITA, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
honestly,
clever, right?
I can't deal with these young people and the little abbreviations and shit.
It's like when they say BT dubs instead of BTW. Like, why?
I don't know.
Also, hello, Anasum123, and I'm sorry you're an asshole.
What?
Yeah, you literally just come in straight away and said, I'm an asshole.
Okay.
It's a strong start.
Very strong start. Like, damn, son. Damn. Yeah, I've not tweeted out, but I don't give a shit. Right, so to be clear, 15-year-old female, I'm guessing that means.
Yeah, 15F means 15 female.
Okay, I don't know if families in the wrong to have a pie right now. Oh, so wait, so this means they've had a party even though it's coronavirus, yeah?
I feel like I should have a notepad.
I did think that.
Because there's always a bunch of details we don't need. Maybe a highlighter. Oh, Windows has a highlighter. How do I do that? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Ah, fuck it. So, usually pretty great. I'm a little short. My aunt and sister are having a barbecue for her birthday. Okay. More shocked than everyone went along with it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, sort of how I behaved, said Gathering. Or if I should have just sucked it up and acted happy instead of being stuck in the mud. Rona Moratorium.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. But, oh my god, reading on ahead, I can already safely say she is not an asshole.
Okay.
She is not the asshole. So, I've not finished reading it or anything. But basically, the aunt, I believe it was, aunt insisted on having a barbecue for her birthday. Full well knowing coronavirus is about. All family social gatherings are banned unless they're in your same household. This woman is not. She wanted everyone in her family to come to hers or somewhere. I'm not really sure. I didn't read. But she wants barbecue. Read a little bit. One of my other aunts both work at large hospitals as lab techs and radiologists, respectively. They work in fucking hospital. They full well know that you should not be meeting anyone. Fuck your birthday. Sod the barbecue. Stay in your own goddamn house and Skype it. None of this.
Okay, so I looked it up. Moratorium means a temporary restriction of activity. Turns out the Am I the Asshole thread actually has a coronavirus post-moratorium, which is their idea of the rules for coronavirus, right?
Okay.
So at the moment, they're saying certain stuff about coronavirus is banned and you can't talk about it.
Right.
So you can't make a post being like, am I the asshole for shouting at someone when they tried to hug me or whatever? But you can post stuff where it happens to just be in the background and you have to consider it as part of the context.
Right.
Which is why she was saying, does this count as, like, okay, or is it banned?
I would say it doesn't. I'd say it should be banned then. Because she's basically like, look, my aunt wanted barbecue, even though coronavirus is on and that. I would say this counts as that.
Mm-hmm.
So either way.
Not the asshole. Either way.
Either way, not the fucking asshole, no. How far are you scrolling, boy? How far are you scrolling?
Sorry.
So we're on the next one, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't read that one because I was reading the rules, but...
I don't even know what that is either.
Would I be the asshole?
Oh, would I be the asshole? Okay.
If my family went on vacation next month, considering the coronavirus situation.
Yes. Done. Next.
Okay. Am I the asshole for getting my nipples pierced? Sounds ridiculous, I know.
No.
Oh, there is not a single capital letter here.
Oh, it's only
I've had my nipples pierced for like a year now. I'm 19 years old, and my mum asked me if I had them, so I told her. Oh, I guess that's it. Then she began screaming at me and crying, saying we're destroying my body and that I'm going to get cancer. Jesus.
Okay.
She had breast cancer and is saying I'll experience the same hair loss, loss of vision, dizziness, and mental trauma because I want to be cute. Those are her exact words. I understand the concern, but why would you tell me I'm going to get cancer? Also, it's my body. Am I the asshole?
Right.
I'd say no.
No, she's not the asshole. I don't want to call the mom an asshole because of what she's been through. However, saying that her daughter is going to get cancer due to trauma to the nipples is false. Cancer is a mutation of the cells. Can be random, can be caused from excessive trauma to cells, but not just getting near piercings, okay? That is not enough cell damage. Cells die every freaking second of every day. Those cells may have already been dead. Let's be fair about this. Science, okay? So no, it's her body. It's for her to do whatever the fuck she likes. It's her temple, not her mother's. Just because her mother had a breast complication, let's just put it as that, okay? Let's be nice about this. She had a breast complication does not mean she has rule over her daughter's breasts. Fair?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Not the asshole. You are actually typing. I'm not. I'm just gonna leave this alone. Listen. Alright, we're skipping the next one. Again, it's something about during the pandemic.
I can't fucking spell today.
Yeah. I can't either.
It helps that my microphone has got my keyboard in a weird spot, so all my touch typing isn't working.
Whoa. I'm really intrigued about this one. Am I the asshole for yelling at my sister after she made a list of groceries to buy me? Well, already I'm confused on that. Wow, you're really still typing? Just gonna let him type away. I wouldn't really say, like, a nipple piercing is treating yourself to something nice. It's not like a pair of shoes, mate. I already know the answer to another one too. It's like a test, I'm going ahead.
Okay, where are you?
Right. So, as I said, I skipped the one where he's running in the pandemic because fuck that. I'm at the one where it's yelling at my sister after she made a list of groceries.
So you've answered that one, or you haven't answered that?
No, I'm on that one.
Okay.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, that was robot voice.
Oh, it's big. Okay.
Am I the asshole for yelling at my sister after she made a list of groceries to buy me?
Yeah, I don't get that.
So she's made a list of stuff that she needs to buy for them.
Again,
So imagine mom's told you, hey, I've made this list that you need to buy for your dad. Can you go and buy it?
That's not what they're
Is what I'm
saying.
getting from that. Well, let's read the context. So she's 24, yelling at her 44-year-old sister. What?
No, right. So the person asking if they're the asshole is a 24-year-old female. The sister who made the list is a 44-year-old female. That's a 20-year gap. Damn.
Yeah.
Right, background. So previously lived with her. Brought groceries, blah blah blah. Both grew up Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Okay.
So she doesn't know that she's no longer Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Okay. And she is like, Jehovah, my Jehovah, blah blah blah.
I don't function like a typical 24-year-old. What?
I mean, to be fair, I've known Jehovah's and they're not exactly friendly with everybody. They have friendship groups within the Jehovah community, because that's what it is, it's a Jehovah community. So, to be honest, a typical 24-year-old, yeah, they don't really have friends unless they're like super duper popular and shit. I'm 25 and I don't class myself as having many friends. Sorry, I got hung up. Never
I'm
dated.
a paragraph down, I was letting you talk.
Again, never dated anyone. Everybody goes at their own pace. Don't worry about that.
My family makes constant jokes about how I probably won't make it on my own. They keep saying that they're always ready to take me back after things don't work out. That's just a dick thing to say.
Being up and out.
Have to buy me essentials. I have money. My program is fully funded. Grocery.
See, already with the backstory, like, with the family basically saying that you're not going to do shit in life without anybody's help kind of thing, already makes me feel like they're not the asshole.
Ah, there we go. This morning, my sister lightly jokingly, but genuinely, rather. Sorry, I'm struggling.
Again, I'm nowhere near that.
She's been keeping a list of groceries she plans to buy me every month when I move out and shows it to me. It has the essentials on it, including toilet paper, paper towels, peanut butter, that's not essential, crackers, everything. I know she means well, I know this. I know that she loves me and wants the best for me. But I'd lost it, I raised my voice. I wasn't screaming or anything, but I said, you don't need to do that. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I reiterated this a few times because I guess I just needed to hear myself say it. I know that I need to buy groceries. I know that I need to eat. I am a human being and I obviously have to eat. She cuts in with, but you're going to buy groceries to have in your house though? And I blew a fuse. This shit pisses me off so much. I'm mad now. I couldn't say all that I wanted to say, but I did yell at her, and now she's all quiet and mopey and upset. I don't want to apologise because it's a licence in my family to continue to do it. So effectively, what started out as her family joking that she's not going to be able to look after herself, she's going to live in squalor with no food and she's going to starve, his sister's taken that to mean, oh, I should buy her groceries every month. Her
sister. Two ladies here.
What did I say?
You said his.
Did I?
Yeah.
I said her sister.
No, you said his sister.
Whatever. She's buying groceries even though this person clearly doesn't want them to do that, so she's lost it.
I mean, I have this argument on a regular basis with our mother. Let's be fair, I really do. And at the end of the day, I'm still going to use and eat the stuff that she buys. But I'm still going to be pissed off about it. I will still also go out and do my own shopping, but equally, I buy stuff for our family as well. Yeah. So, and by the way, anybody that's watching or hearing me through SM, I am really not a family-focused person.
Come live with us.
Oh my god, thanks for the host, Kitsy. Waiting for you. Come on. You're out of tune, Sean. Just let us adore you. Oh, thank you. Hi, I missed your stream again. Yeah,
it's really hard to tell because I'm just hearing myself a lot.
Yes, I am. The moaning as per usual.
Well,
Look.
there's a delay, right? And I can't hear your audio, so all I'm hearing is you singing. So of course I'm a bit out.
Hi, Cloud. Yeah, sorry, I got very distracted. There's a cloud. What you nub? I'm good, if that's what you mean. We're going through Am I the A-holes on Reddit because me and SM will do this all the bloody time. It's okay if she wants the blue moon, so I don't mind people missing it. I know, but like, I always keep getting like, oh, Kitsy told me to send you this from Cloud. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's such an angel. Yeah, what's up? I'm good. Yeah, I'm a slow reader, so SM just keeps reading it out loud, even though I didn't want to read it out loud. So I'm getting really confused. But either way, this person is not the a-hole because I really have the same issues that she's having, basically. And yeah, we're just talking about that. Oh yeah, it's because I know Cloud speaks to you regularly, and I don't want to just random DM you. That's fine, I don't care. I get random DMs all the time. I'm like, who this? And then, as long as it's not crazy lingo, like half the stuff in subreddits, apparently, then I usually respond and get it. It's fine. But yeah, you agreed with me, SM, that this person is not the a-hole?
Yeah.
So I think they just need to... Go on.
She wants to move on with her life and be independent, and her family isn't letting her do it.
Yeah, fair enough. I think they need to all sit down and really like reevaluate. It's like, yeah, actually, she can be self-sufficient. She can deal with her stuff. If she's doing intermittent fasting, she should probably explain to them what that is. So that's like me constantly explaining my diet to our family. Oh, thank you for the follow. Well, I'm sorry that my Terminator side keeps coming out to you, SM, okay?
That's right, just,
Yeah? What do you want? What demand? Tell me.
Okay,
Breakfast?
so next up.
Wow, time zones. See again, time zones still really pee me off. I just don't get it. Yeah, you have a lovely day. Enjoy your breakfast. I hope it's really yummy breakfast. I would love some food right now, but not allowed it. So yeah, bye-bye, Flying Pig Tamer. I also love your name. I've seen you in other people's chats, but hello. Hello and bye. Bye-bye. Well, somebody got out of Reddit there. I saw that, SM.
What?
I saw your background screen, your screensaver thingy. Desktop background. There we go. I knew it'd get there.
That's where I'm hovering over a tab on my other screen.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Right. I'm gonna skip the COVID thing. Would I be
getting your chat up so I can figure out what the hell's going on?
I have friends, SM. That's what's going on.
I'm just hearing a bunch of weird names.
Right. So, I'm sorry if I slaughter your name. By the way, I still don't know how you actually pronounce it. But Kitsun Gem hosted me. Hence why we sung the host song. Come live with us in the palace. Yeah. And she brought 19 people along, I believe it was. So big fat host. Hang on, let me scroll. There we go. Yep, 19 viewers. And that had Bullet French in it as well. And it had the lovely Cloud. And he said the creepy ick. And I was just like, yeah, I lost where you were saying SM because it was a lovely Cloud. And then there was Flying Pig Tamer and had a chat. And now we've got Tayfun Kikar? Question mark, probably. With a cute little ninja. Just call me Gem, lol, everyone else does. So, the beautiful diamond that is Gem came in with a big fat host and lots of people. And I was talking to lots of lovely people. You get me?
I get you, blood.
Sweet. Okay. So, would I be the asshole for walking out on my parents' college plan for me? No. That was easy.
Oh. I clicked it and it's been removed.
What?
Moderators remove posts from feeds for a variety of reasons, including keeping communities safe, civil, and true to their purpose.
I don't think you clicked on the right one.
By the moderator. Oh
shit, no, it just went.
It's just went.
Ooh,
You only see that live, people.
What the hell?
So does that mean that the website's just refreshed, or no? Still that one?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well. Some weirdo just started up with loud ass thing. It's probably our relatives looking at the
I
time.
hear a Hoover.
It's not a Hoover, that's a leaf cutter thingy. I don't want to shout out the window at Dad to say, shut up, do it with scissors like a normal person.
Oh, didn't know we had one of those.
Booley.
Right, so am I the asshole for asking performers to adhere to requirements for an event that is hosted on my Twitch channel?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for asking performers to adhere to requirements? No, you're not the asshole. Requirements are requirements. That's why they're requirements.
Have over 80 DJs from around the world. Jesus Christ.
That reminds me of that world's biggest band. Seven Nation Army from like over 100 people. Fucking phenomenal. What? So already, if they're not adhering to requirements, I vote those people are the asshole, not the performer or performers. But have you seen the title to the next one?
No, I'm still looking at the DJ one.
Requirements are requirements. What do you not get?
There's always context, mate.
What? At least people to be naked in a yoga party or something. Because that's the only context where I wouldn't follow the rules. Blah blah blah. I'm so sorry everyone if you can hear that bloody annoying noise from, I'm sure it's my dad cutting the tree that is outside.
They won't hear it through yours, they'll hear it through mine if anything.
Well, how are you hearing it then?
I can hear it through the door.
Oh, through the door? Damn.
Yeah, it's really fucking loud.
Yeah, I know, right? Enabled. That's nice that they're giving all their donations to the DJs that were in it. It's real nice.
Yeah, there we go. So right in the bottom one is where he actually finally talks about the problem.
Okay.
So the idea is that he has alerts and widgets and that lot, similar to what we do, but he wants the alerts on screen, whereas the DJ wants his alerts in the chat.
Today I had a DJ complain about it, saying he would rather keep the alerts to the chat and not on screen. My reasoning against this is the chat is where viewers interact, and cluttering up what is worse than a 5-second static image.
Yeah, so his reasoning is that you won't really be looking at the stream, you'll be listening to the stream. As far as the DJ is concerned, that's just going to block the screen.
Right.
Then they said they don't need the money and proceeded to try and take a jab at me for being laid off due to COVID, and that they would forego donations instead. This will probably be the outcome, but below in the comments I will copy and paste the transcript of the Discord chat because I want an actual opinion.
Okay, with the whole argument of should it be on screen or should it be in the chat, what are they seeing on the screen? Like, are the DJs seeing...
A 5-second image.
No. Are the DJs seeing a, like the music sheets kind of thing? Or do they mean that the viewers watching the stream won't see the DJ per se, they'll see an annoying little image?
Yeah, it'll be that the image blocks the DJ.
It's only a little thing, and depending on where you put it, it's not even going to bloody block it. No, I'm sorry. I still say that this person is not the asshole. That DJ moaning about a 5-second static image. That is literally what they put. A 5-second static image. That is literally not a problem. You just move it to a different part of the goddamn screen. Yeah, I get that sweet hag. That sexy cabbage head. Yeah, that'll smooth them out. So who do you think is the asshole then here, SM?
Well, I'm reading the chat log now. The DJ asked if he could opt out of it. So far the DJ's actually been quite nice. And immediately after he asked if he can opt out, the first reply is, look, I'm not trying to get shitty, which is already a bad way to start that
Yeah.
paragraph. But I haven't asked a whole lot from you. Everything I've asked is for your benefit, not mine. My life has literally been put on hold because of this event that got way bigger than we expected. I'm grateful for everybody's participation. I'm just trying to encourage you to get something back. I've put this work in for you, and all I'm asking is to take 2 seconds to add some browser widgets and OBS. So, just because the DJ asked if he could opt out, he got really, really shitty with him instantly.
I'm trying to put this into words of how little I get this. So the only way I can put it is, you and I know how big that we are able to put the 5-second static images, right?
Yeah.
And we know that we can put them anywhere on the screen. So I don't understand how this one DJ out of 80, I believe it said, well, no, over 80, 1 out of over 80 is the only one complaining about A, them being on the screen, and B, where they are on the screen. How do you even put them in chat? Other than it just saying the alert, saying that an alert has been posted kind of thing, for bits or
It would literally just be
whatever
like
it
when
is on
it says
Twitch.
so-and-so has donated a lemon, that would be his idea of the alerts.
Not being funny, that's taken away from the person donating that said alert kind of thing.
So yeah, reading through the entire chat log, and then the following comments to where he's replied to people,
Yeah.
he's saying that it's not actually a requirement, it's just encouraged. But reading through his actual chat log, he's making it sound like if he doesn't do it, he wants him out. So he's kind of contradicting himself as well.
I'm still really stuck on the fact that this person's moaning about a cute little sticker thing to say that a lovely viewer has given to them because they appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah.
They are
Basically-
literally giving out of their own bloody pockets, and this person's like, I don't give a shit, I don't want to see it.
No, the way I'm seeing it.
That's literally what they've
D-
said, they don't care.
Shh. One at a time.
I will come into your room and bitch slap you, boy.
And I will take you like a bitch.
You
But
will,
one at a
yeah.
time. So, as far as the DJ is concerned,
Yeah.
he wants it in the chat, not on the screen, which is fine. A lot of streamers do that anyway. That's just personal preference. He's very much been told that it's encouraged and it's for him, but he doesn't have to use it. So the DJ, as far as I'm concerned, is in the right, saying, if I don't have to use it, I don't want to use it, can I just not use it? That's fine. The bloke is then saying, I know I don't require it, and I'm encouraging you to use it, but if you don't use it, I don't want you in my event, which is wrong.
No, I agree with that person. You're basically saying F you to the person donating or people donating.
No?
Right, this is going to be an agree to disagree.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I love
cool.
it. Oh, I love it.
The drama!
It really is.
Oh my god, am I the asshole for faking needing a wheelchair?
Right? This is what I was like, have you seen the bloody title?
Right, I'm
And
gonna
it's
need to
been
read the context
reposted.
here. Because I've used a wheelchair before,
Yes,
but I
you did.
had a medical condition where I did partially need it.
You really didn't. You could have done with crutches.
I couldn't use crutches, I kept falling over.
Because you don't
It
know
got
how to use
removed for a
crutches.
rule- It got removed for a rule violation.
Yeah! Right, I know
That's
this title sounds
incorrect.
horrible,
Oh my
but it's
God.
not as deep or as bad as it sounds.
And yet it's a massive post.
Yeah.
It's not deep
On a
though.
mobile statement. I am studying to become what is known as a therapeutic recreational professional. Someone who works in TR works to improve the health and overall well-being life of someone with a disability by teaching them crucial skills using their favourite recreational activity. Okay. Is he a bassist? No.
They had to spend
Oh,
8
he
hours
knows he
in a
can't win a
wheelchair
fight
for
against
class.
me, against me, Cloud, so don't worry. Okay, for one of my classes, we had to spend 8 hours in a wheelchair. Ugh, 8 hours!
Yeah, so
Point
the
of
point of the
assignment
exam
was
was
to
to experience
experience
life
life.
with
Yeah,
disability.
okay.
So already that's like, okay, this is fine.
Right, yeah. So if
So
that
how
was
does
the
it start more
problem,
paragraphs?
Because it might have been like, okay, we don't need to be in the wheelchair after the 8 hours, but they stayed in the wheelchair. So then it would be a
No,
problem.
it says, while doing this assignment, I wheeled up to
Yeah.
a booth in my university's cafeteria.
I'm not there yet!
I was reading it out for you.
Well, don't! You didn't want to read it, so I'm reading it!
We'll read it louder then.
No, I'm reading it like a real person reads.
Read it.
While doing this assignment, I wheeled up to a booth in my university's cafeteria. Okay. And began attempting to perform a dismount to move myself from a seated position in the chair to the booth. Why do you have booths? Because there wasn't a good spot to simply wheel up and eat at the table. Wait, I thought the class had ended. Or is this during? Yeah,
No, this is during the assignment.
While.
So
right. Okay,
it's
not
not
a problem.
necessarily in the class, it's just for the entire day.
Yeah, this is the 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right, while attempting to do this, a man came behind me and started reaching out to grab me. What? Fuck no. At the corner of my eye, I saw him and asked him to stop and not touch me. Yeah, stranger danger. Because he did not have my permission. Hell yeah. And while I was appreciative of the attempt, I did not need help. He backed away without further instance. Who the fuck randomly goes up to someone like that? That's when you get frickin' the mace out and you kill them with the mace.
You catch corona.
That's how people get kidnapped. Anyway, during my normal lunch. Sorry, we've got to go to the extremes here, guys. You don't approach people.
You can be stabbed.
You never know. During my normal lunch, I was trying to carry everything back to my table, but was struggling because I had my backpack, food, and had to wheel myself. The lady working behind the counter offered to help me, and I accepted her, thanking her profusely. Okay, I'm already stuck with that because you put the backpack on the handlebars of the wheelchair, you put the tray on your lap, for the food, and what was the other thing? Just trying to carry everything, I was struggling because I have backpack, food, and wheel. Yeah, that's fine. You wheel, tray on your lap, because it's American, I'm presuming, and backpack on the handles. Cafeteria. Thank you for the follow, Romeo. Very nice name.
Romero.
Yeah, can't spell. Read. Everything. Fucking shut up out there. Thank you, Romero. I can dream, Harold. Part of the rules for this assignment were that I could not use my legs or get up from the chair for any reason. Jesus Christ. So I had to use all handicap accessible entrances and exits. At one point during my day, I'm guessing that's supposed to be there.
Supposed to be there.
Yeah, there was a group of guys moving a couch into their dorm. Okay, and we're using the elevator. Douchebags. Told me to go first, but I said it was fine, they could go. One of the guys said go, and so I did, even though the couch looked really heavy. Again, not a problem.
Put it down for a second.
Yeah, sit on it. Do the friends entrance thing. It is important for me to note that my professor asked us not to tell others that this was a class unless absolutely necessary. Okay. That's a really difficult name to pronounce, so I'm just going to say welcome to the channel and thanks for the follow. Mr. K. I'm going to say Mr. K. It sounds really cool.
Oh, Mr. K.
Mr. K. So yeah, blah blah blah.
Is
Where
he
was
your
I?
special K?
No, that's Cloud. I even drew a picture, man.
Pretty
It's really
sure
cute.
Cloud is the-
I can spell it however I damn well please. Right, it's important to know nobody was allowed to know about class. The secret class, nobody talks about the class. Example being that someone tried to wheel us where we did not want to go. See? They're getting kidnapped! Or if our roommates asked, we could tell them. Well, I'm pretty sure that your freaking roommate's gonna know if one day you weren't in a wheelchair and the next day you are. That's pretty obvious, right? Had to make it as realistic as possible. Cool. Next day, when I had completed the assignment and was walking around my dorm, the same people I interacted with the day before were angry with me for taking advantage of their generosity. Okay, hang on a minute. This implies he's only met them on two times, basically. Once when he was in a chair, once when he was out. He could have just been getting over a back injury. He could have actually needed it that day and not needed it the next. So, they suck. But they still insisted I'm the asshole. Cool. Are my classmates, professor, and I the assholes for doing this assignment, or are people getting bent out of shape for something I was told to do? Don't know if anyone here is even the asshole. What are your thoughts? Mate, if they weren't even gonna listen to your telling them why you were in a chair in the first place, they're the asshole. I want to know what they're at college for. Or university, I forget.
I'm assuming that the people... Because he hasn't actually specified which people, I'd assume it's all of them. So the dinner lady, the people with the sofa, everybody. So the dinner lady, you would just explain it to her because, like, she should understand that this is the sort of shit that happens. She would have seen it the year before.
Who are you on about right now? He's saying
Where
that
he says,
yeah, go on.
Well, he says the next day, blah, 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 blah. These same people I interacted with the day before.
Yeah, he's on about the couch people.
You reckon he's just on about the couch people?
Yeah. Next day, I had completed the assignment. I was walking around my dorm. These same people I interacted with the day before were angry with me for taking advantage of their generosity. He's on about the I think it's like 3 guys carrying the couch to their dorm. Why would a dinner lady be in the dorm?
Does your dinner lady not come up to your dorm?
Again, man, we're on about the stranger danger here. Don't let him touch your wheelchair or anything else of you.
But she's got the gruel.
Oh, that's sweet gruel, man. No, he's on about the couch people. Because they were stood there holding that heavy couch, even though they could have just put it down and jumped on it like the Friends opening. Because everyone wants to jump on the couch. He did, yeah. So they are the assholes for not listening, basically. As most people should.
For not listening.
They are, because he's even put that he tried to explain it was for a class. And I'm betting you he would have said what the class was. And also he did say for them on the day to go first, that he could wait, and he was happy to wait. They're the asshole. He is literally... Go on.
Being polite on the day was fine. That's
Thank you for the follow.
Normal. Them saying that he took advantage, yeah, that's a dick thing to do. That much we can agree on, yeah? Yeah. So I'm going to call it there, right? He's not an asshole because he was just doing his class. Like, it's a weird class, but I get it. Frankly, I think a lot more people should try it because I don't think a lot of people understand what a wheelchair's like.
I only realised that I am more sort of Midlandsy Brummy than I realised when I had to try and lead blindfolded people for knowing how, like, basically, I don't know how to speak, it's that fucking noise. You can't hear it, stream, but it's so annoying.
We can hear it, it's really bad.
When I did my BTEC in sport, we had to also do sport for disabilities. So how we would modify a sport so that disabled people could do the sport. And one of them was basically blind football. So rather than normal football, you use a football with bells in so that it makes an audible noise so that you can basically track where it is audibly. And to realise actually how difficult that is, and for also getting them to and from a venue safely and that, we had to blindfold our classmates and lead them around the school. I had to lead 2 people because we had an odd number. So I never knew this about myself. Thank you again for the follow. Hey! Roy Baser. I'd always get you. Yeah, mate, I'm getting so many friends. You just don't even know. Oh, thank you for the ice cream and the lemon. And I'm getting attacked by something under my desk. Cool. So basically, I never knew that instead of saying okay, or you are correct, I say right. Do you see the problem with this?
Yeah.
So, I got them safely to round a corner, and they were like, are we on the right path? And I said, right. And they went, right. I was like, no, right. Like once they corrected themselves, and I accidentally got them to walk into a bush.
You heartless bitch.
The helping teacher, because safety, because we actually had to go by roads as well, guys. The teacher that was behind us, because we were at the back of the group, because I had to deal with 2 people, not 1, absolutely burst out laughing. And I was mortified because one of the people that I had to lead blindfolded was the only other girl in our class. And she screamed because she fell in a bush. And it was literally outside the science lab, so
Wow,
of
I
course.
can't imagine why she screamed.
Yeah, right? Like, how would you? That's so rude. So everybody in the science classes was like, oh my god, what's going on outside? And even the teacher of their science class was just like, what the fuck are you doing outside my classroom? And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I did not know that I don't say the correct words for you, that you are true course, or you are, like, on the straight and narrow. But no, like, I'm gonna tell you to go right, even though I mean you're correct, and you're gonna end up in a frickin' bush.
But now, if you do actually have to have an emergency situation where you're leading the blind, you'll
I
know
still
that.
say right. I know that I do it still.
Okay, you've learned
I've
nothing.
said it multiple times in this stream, and it's like, right, yeah. It's like, no, correct, yes.
But if you're actively trying to
Just-
help a blind person, do you think you'd mentally connect the dots and be like, oh, I shouldn't say right anymore?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm
Next time
super
I ask
blonde, mate. I do well with people that are deaf. Because we had somebody when I worked at a supermarket. They a lot of the time when you're deaf, you can't hear yourself speaking, so you often don't say words properly. And you still often do the same lip movement, so I basically read his lips, and I was like, oh, you need this, this is here, what do you need it for? Because I think you'll need this flavour rather than this flavour, and all that stuff. Like, oh, hi, DV8, thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
we're both good, we're both having a good debate. So, yeah, I'm pretty good at reading lips sometimes. But a lot of the time, I done blonde. Legit. I also say legit a lot. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also can't remember if we said that guy was an asshole or not for the wheelchair.
He's not an asshole for using a wheelchair, but the other guys were kind of dicks towards him
Yeah.
after the fact.
So no official assholes, just bad people.
Yeah, they just kind of suck. They're not assholes. They should listen better. So, am I the asshole for throwing away a package shipped to my address?
I'm gonna go with yeah.
Well, let's read on.
I'm gonna read that. I'm going yeah.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay, I had a package I didn't order to my home this weekend. Oh, sorry, I missed out shipped. I was about to say, well, they missed out word. I missed out the fucking word.
Good job.
Yeah, I know, right?
Must be
Amazing to think that I got good grades in English.
I got 2 B's.
I didn't do the higher. I should have done higher. It was addressed to our house and from a person we've been getting mail for all year. What?
So, it's somebody who used to live there.
Okay.
Or they've just put in their wrong address.
Just somebody that I used to know. Right.
It would be like when you get a wrong phone number and they're like, oh, sorry, this used to be their phone. Blah,
Okay, so they rent and it's a military town, so it's not unusual. So for all being, it could have just been the person that actually owns the property. Fine.
Yeah, or a dead soldier.
Wow, morbid much.
Well, you
I'm
don't know
like,
until you get the coffin.
what the hell do we do with it? Currently moving and it's illegal, wrong to open the package. So I was like, toss it like the rest. Wait a minute. The rest? So that means that they've already been tampering with mail for a while then and tossing the rest of the stuff that belonged to someone else. You just put it in a separate place. Like a holding box. Or
The way
return
I
to sender.
interpreted it up to that point is they've been hoarding this other guy's post and just keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally do what I had to do when me and our other brother lived at a flat. We kept getting the old addressee's post, and you literally just take like a red pen and write on the envelope, not blocking who it's for, does not live at this address anymore. It's as simple as that, and you post it in the nearest letterbox. It will go back to either the sender or the sorting office, in which case if it goes to the sorting office, they will then try and actually find out where it needs to go. Or they will also send it back.
Or you can hand it into the post office and explain it, and they should be able to stop it from happening again.
Yeah. Oh, eventually it did stop, in fairness.
Yeah, but you don't just keep it.
Yeah, you don't keep it, you don't hoard it, but you definitely don't toss it.
Because I'm pretty sure if you were to keep, like, a year's worth of somebody else's mail, that would probably be a crime as well.
Okay, so, reading on. No markings or company addresses. Probably dumb in hindsight because there arrives another package. Yeah, they probably didn't receive the last one, you idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fed up at this point because I don't want to deal with this shit and toss it to the floor and forget about it. Alright, so when he said toss, he actually meant he did put it in a separate place. Fine.
But even so, you shouldn't.
Again, you should just
give it back.
take them to your nearest postal department. Now today, I get my door knocked on like damn cops, and it's the lady shipping shit to my home asking where the hell her shit is. I love it. I tell her I tossed it, but have at least one of them. She's irate. Well, duh, and that's not how you spell irate. Telling me what I should have done, and it's wrong, and that her sister lives across from us and saw me take the package. Right? But of course he's going to take the package in. It's at his porch, no? Now I'm like, why didn't she contact me then? Oh, good point. She waited almost a week to roll up on some stranger's porch asking where her shit is. There's yelling and she's threatening the cops. And I just want to get ready for work. Oh, what a douchebag, man. Get ready for work, dude. You're okay. She kept yelling that I threw away 200 worth of shit. So I'm like, do you want the money? That's douchebag right there.
That sounds really shitty.
Don't be a dick. You shouldn't have thrown away the shit. You should have kept it to one side or given it into the postal department.
Yeah, don't keep it to one side.
She came for it eventually, look. If her sister lived across the road, she knew that shit was getting posted to the wrong place. The sister should have stepped in.
Yeah, when this person that's been sending it came over, he could have been like, oh, I gave it back to the post office, go and tell them what's been happening. They'll figure out it like by the name and that lot and by the sender, and then we'll figure it out from there.
He
didn't have to be involved so far.
True, but he was so. Just want the headache gone. She said she won't ask for the money. But even though I miffed at her, I feel bad she lost her shit. She didn't lose her shit, you threw out her shit.
Yeah.
So he writes a check for 200. You shouldn't have done that.
And it ends.
Somebody died, guys. Right, a few minutes later, the sister comes over and low-key apologises and says she's contacted the company for a refund, and if it works out, she'll return the check. Because it's a scam. I mean, why didn't she do that to begin with? Yeah. I say it's whatever, hope it works out. Looking back, am I the asshole, and should I have been lazy and throw away a package? Should I not have been lazy and throw away a package? Right.
Yeah, so you're absolutely an asshole from the start.
You should not throw away packages. I believe that does come under multiple countries of laws saying that is tampering with post. Because it is not your post to dispose of.
So I was going to write it down, but I figured I'd check the comments first. Somebody's literally said, you're the asshole, you take it to the post office, they'll return it.
Yeah. It's not rocket science. True. But also, it does sound almost like a scam. If you know that the parcel whatever keeps, like, not being delivered kind of thing to the right person, you don't keep reordering it to the same place. The sister should have been collecting it if she knew it was going to the wrong house and that.
Do we think this is England or America? It's probably
They
America,
said
isn't it?
porch. I'm pretty sure that's totally UK, an American thing to say. And they said $200. America.
Good point.
America. And we don't really have that many military towns anymore.
Oh, that's Australia.
And he's getting there, guys. He's like
There
really
we go. Is it illegal
Cluedo
to
in
throw
this.
away the previous tenant's mail? Say I move into an apartment and over the next months and years I keep receiving mail for the previous tenant, that pretty much applies. This is understandably annoying and the easiest, most convenient approach for me to just throw away his mail, but would I be breaking the law? The domestic mail manual defies easy summarization and doesn't apply to the OP's original question since it doesn't regulate residential customers, but it is the case that a mailer who wants to enjoy standard mail rate has to verify that the addresses in the list exist as a matter of data completeness, but not that the named recipients are at the address. There is an option to use USPS's database, which is their Royal Mail, of recent address changes, but it is not mandatory. The mailer chooses if they are willing to pay for forwarding service or return service.
Again, yeah, they're just saying that you return it, you don't bin it. Either either way, question mark on the asshole status there, to be honest, because it really doesn't sit right. If the sister knew that the parcels were going to that address, she should have been collecting it for the other sister.
Christ,
Not sitting right with me. And again, what the fuck is she doing? Ordering, like, $200 worth of stuff to a house that she's not at. Especially if her sister lived across the road. Surely you just get it to the sisters. Like our brother does with us. We are his postal service right now. I can't believe you're still researching this.
Well, because a lot of people in the comments are saying that it's not his responsibility.
It's really simple. You send it to the post office.
Yeah.
You do not throw away anybody else's stuff.
It's nice to know legal grounds compared to just emotional response.
But yeah, that's not sitting right with me at all.
Am I the asshole for expressing my feelings to roommate after she made me cancel my birthday plans? Probably not. So, female 22-year-old.
No, they're on about COVID situation and that.
What? Did you read ahead?
Sam got the echo of a robot overlord. I can't hear him otherwise. I know everything sounds crap. Oh, and hello. Yes, I can't believe you didn't start with hello. Like, Josh, like, come on. But what's up, Zed? How's it going? Hope you're good. Hope you're much better than you've been, like, recently and that. She and I have hanger speakers in her dang microphone.
Yep.
Mate, my speakers are further away than my microphone than people have been around me out in public. Okay? How's that for social distancing? Sound great enough. Oh, thanks. I try. I really don't.
Also, it really is ridiculous how many nurses are wearing the uniform out.
Honestly, they have their bags for this. So yeah, I think we have to skip this one because they're on about getting sick in this current situation and that. And in fairness, they probably shouldn't have moved out then, should they? Or moved in.
Okay then. Am I the asshole for making a deal with my husband regarding our son's name? Ooh.
What?
What?
Oh, what do you mean? A deal with your husband regarding the son's name?
Oh, I thought there was something that
It's like a deal with the devil. It's like, look, we're not calling him Jerry. Okay, Lucifer, it's not happening. Oh, but I'll give you your eternal soul back. Jerry it is. Deal done. Is it gonna be like that? Beelzebub. Why wouldn't you call someone Beelzebub?
Not Beelzebub. Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. Oh,
Bob.
yeah. I love that. Beelzebub.
Name's Bob. Beelzebub.
Yeah. Mate, that wouldn't be a problem, would it, though?
Beelzebub the Builder.
That sounds like they want to call their son River. Just scanning. Not liking that. Son's name is Spider-Man. Again, Spider-Man. It's a good, strong Christian name, right?
Abusive relationship with. Oh, God.
What? Wow, you're really reading ahead, huh?
That's the first line.
Well, I've not read it yet.
Spider-Man Davis.
Right, husband and her, I'm guessing, have 2 kids. 5-year-old female and a 7-month-old male, right?
Yep.
One is biologically hers, but the other one is sperm donor who was in an abuse relationship. What?
Yeah, so it sounds like even though they're in an abusive relationship with each other, he decided to donate his sperm, which I wouldn't have thought she'd accept.
No, that sounds like she got pregnant in the relationship but ended it, so she's referring to that person as the sperm donor.
It's
like
really
when you
odd.
don't like the daddy, so you just refer to him as a sperm donor. Okay, I
Who
understand
does
that. Lots of people.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Google it, Mr. Googler.
That's right, you just keep reading, because I have the echo, so you have to read.
Oh, I see. I'm
that's
now
funny,
married. They've adopted. What?
My husband adopted her.
She's 5 years old. You don't adopt her. You just say, look, I'm a lady. I've got a kid. Deal with it or don't. That's it. No adopting. Got to
It's
go
like how we
starting
say
to go
that Felicia adopted us.
But that's true.
It was going to
Felicia did.
happen. It was going to happen either way
Okay,
because we
Josh,
live with
have
her.
fun. I wish Ben well in his stream. Don't know what you're
Bye,
playing or anything, but good luck.
I might go watch that.
Not fair, but we're gonna get through this, okay?
Are we?
Took upon herself very young to call him dad. Again, a 5-year-old
That's sweet.
doesn't know dads and stuff. They've never really psychologically connected that the other guy was her dad. So of course she's gonna call this new guy dad.
Don't get angry at every detail.
I'm gonna get angry at every detail. I'm a woman, god damn it. We niggle at everything. Right. The fact that she's not biologically his does not matter one bit to me. That's her dad. Well, yeah. Just telling you this so you know he wasn't there when I named her, had to change all her diapers, and blah blah blah. Right, but we're after the son's name, not the girl's name, so why does that matter? When I found out I was having a boy this time, we started picking out names. He knew I wanted the first name to be after my great-grandfather and was totally cool with it. Well, yeah. When we started on middle names, which is what our son was going to go and does go by. What?
How do you decide what your son's going to go by and then say
Why
it's the
would you
middle
do
name?
that? Why say that the first name is going to be the great-grandfather's, but always refer to that child by the middle name? Just put the grandfather's name as the middle name, and put the was middle name as the first name.
The first name is the name you call them, man.
Listening to names, and at the same time, both said River. We both loved
Why?
it. I don't know. Both loved it, so thought the name was over. A few weeks later, he proposed the name Cash.
What?
Alright. They've been listening to really old, westerny type love songs, and that's not my
Fucking
kind of
hippies.
songs. But I didn't want to change it. He really loved Cash as much as I loved River. Asked friends and family to weigh in on it, to choose between the two, and decided to make a Facebook poll. Oh my god. Why don't you just call him, Johnny? That's Johnny Cash, you know?
You can't
That's
use a real name.
Probably someone else's River thing. Ugh, it's awful. Stupid,
Poor
probably
kid.
sound like kids. Yeah. Where whichever name got the most votes we would use. It literally tied. Just call it Beelzebub. Now the only thing my husband was looking forward to was changing poopy diapers. He was terrified of it.
What's the betting both got one vote?
Well, here's the thing, right? There's nothing saying that you can't have two middle names.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call him
Usually
River
have a
Cash?
hyphen. They call it a barreled name, I think it is.
Yeah. Blah blah blah.
He was terrified.
Yeah, terrified of it, but knew we'd have to get over it. Kind of jokingly but half serious, said he'd be fine with using my name if I change all the poopy diapers. Okay, so this is where the deal comes into it. I immediately took him up on it. I changed them all aside from when he had the kids by himself and I was recovering from birth. He obviously helped me in whatever was possible, including changing the diapers. I've held up to my end, and after the first 2 weeks he hasn't had to change a single poopy diaper unless I wasn't home. Problem is,
Okay.
every now and then when I'm making a decision, nothing big, just everyday things that don't require a sit-down discussion with my husband, regarding him, my husband will say, I get to make all the decisions and it's not fair. When I asked him to elaborate so that I could make sure I'm doing what I need to do, to include him, anything he can come up with is that I got to pick his name. Alright, so the dad's being a little bitch ass because he didn't think the mom would take him up on this stupid shit diaper thing. So am I the asshole for ever making this deal instead of just finding another new name we both agreed on? I thought it was fair, especially since we both liked his name, and only he liked the name Cash. I did like it, but it just didn't go well with the first name. A fucking bitch baby.
This entire situation just makes me want to kill them both. They are terrible parents, as far as I'm concerned.
They're only naming a child, Jesus. In fact, Jesus
Right,
would have been
but-
better than River and Cash. Come on.
If the child is born at this point and they're still having to go at each other over the name, that's just stupid.
Again,
Yeah?
though, the dad is the asshole. He shouldn't have said something. He was not afraid. He was too afraid to back, sort of thing.
Well, they're both assholes.
He's trying to back out of a deal that was done. He is the bitch baby. He is the asshole. Good day.
I just think that mum is a bit of an asshole as well in this one.
Again, though, why?
Well, like,
The
there's
mum was
fact
given
that-
an ultimatum. The mum took it. Now the person that made the ultimatum is just like, oh, they never get to do anything now.
There's
Bitch
making
baby.
a kid go. Making a kid go by the middle name, right? That's just fucked up. Who does that? River's
Yeah.
a weird name for a boy anyway. Like, when have you
River
ever known a
Phoenix.
boy called River? Who?
That's what they're getting at. River Phoenix. Look it up.
River Phoenix.
Yeah, and the Cash would be Johnny Cash. And I'm sorry I whistled then. That was horrible.
River Phoenix. That's a
Phoenix.
C. Who the fuck is that dickhead?
I always forget that you don't know famous people. Yeah. If you
Is
go
he
back,
famous?
he's dead now, yeah. He was a
That's
famous
Keanu
actor.
Reeves.
Yeah. I'm sure he's the one that's dead.
Do you like him because he was topless there?
No, I don't like him at all.
Oh.
I'm just saying he is the type of person that would do the moody songs kind of thing.
You know, that Joker bloke.
Yes, look at his siblings. Look at their stupid names.
Hmm.
It's them kind of people that they were trying to name their kid after.
Mate, if he's not even a decent Joker, you shouldn't be naming your kid on one of his brothers.
They just like those angsty kind of things.
Fucking hippies. Next.
Right. I'm on the asshole. Mom got angry at me for doing a craft project, and so I just left her and went to my room.
I don't think we even need to read this one.
This really needs a read.
This plays out like you at home.
Is the craft project like you used up all the pasta in a pandemic?
To make a dildo.
Mate,
I would
you
get
need to
upset.
calm the fuck down.
No,
Okay.
because that'd be a massive waste, wouldn't it? Right, go on, read it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I was waiting for you to shut up. It's a really nice day out. Oh my god, they knew! So my mum said she was going to sit outside. Fine. I have been excited about tie-dyeing some old clothes as a fun craft. Okay. Old clothes here, guys. We gotta really edge in on that. My mum is not creative at all, and never really likes things like that, so she just didn't take any interest. Fine. I had all my equipment and was getting ready to roll up the clothes. She came out yelling at me because I'm gonna get dye everywhere. Clearly, that woman really doesn't know how to dye anything. I tell her that I'm not dyeing it yet. I'm just rolling it. I have a separate container for dyeing. Then she starts getting angry about the water from the dye going down the drain. Even though I told her I was gonna rinse everything in the bathroom. Oh no. Honestly, your kitchen sink's probably better for that. After a while,
Yeah,
I
you're
just dropped the
probably gonna
whole
get it.
thing and didn't dye anything. I just went to my room. My mum is now pissed at me leaving her to sit outside by herself. But I was trying to do my own thing and she kept getting down on me. Okay. So,
Not the asshole.
she ain't the asshole, the mum is.
Yeah.
That's like such a protective mom over the house rather than her kid's happiness. A, it was old clothes. B, she already had a plan on how to not get dye everywhere. And might I add, tie-dyeing is not a messy thing. You have the dye in an applicator bottle, and you know that you've added, like, enough dye when it just starts dripping out of the clothes area that you are dyeing. So again, you would just sit it in or over a separate tub so that it can drip out.
Yeah, we did dye.
What is this mother's problem?
I think middle school we did a kind of tie dyeing with
Yeah.
wax and that lot as well.
Yeah, you
It's
add
so
wax to the
clean.
areas you don't want it to get on. It's really
Yeah.
freaking cool.
Like, you almost can't fuck it up.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as you wax
Yes.
properly, then yeah, you can't fuck it up.
As long as you're doing it gently in that lot, you're literally just dipping something in a bowl, effectively.
Yeah.
Like,
Depending on the type of tie-dye you're doing, you either dip it or
I get that,
you sort of like, almost like a squeegee bottle it on. But yeah.
Unless you're being super aggressive and just willy-nilly thrashing it about, it's not going to go anywhere.
Again though, you wouldn't even get a nice tie-dye from that. Yeah. Daughter's not the asshole, mum is a total asshole and fucking
Mum's a
control
cunt.
freak.
Oh, taking my dog for a walk in the forest. Probably going to be a corona one.
No, I'm reading ahead, it's about ticks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Okay, we live on the edge of the suburban boundary, which means that a couple blocks away are a beautiful set of trails run throughout a forest and natural areas. Okay. Every day I'll take our golden retriever for a walk, and at least part of it will be along some of these trails. I find just that short walk in nature has been really good for my mental health. Okay, so yeah, it is in the lockdown situation, but they already said throughout that you can walk your dog. Not a problem.
Yeah.
It sounds like they've been really good and stayed away from people anyway.
Yeah.
The only problem is ticks. You get that anywhere there is grass. Legit. They've been getting real bad in that area, and now at least once every week I'll find one or more ticks on our dog. My partner is terrified of ticks, partly because of Lyme disease and partially because she finds them gross.
Okay.
Alright, pause. If you're terrified of ticks, don't get a pet. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Ticks will and people in fact. If you are so scared of ticks, do not go near any grass that is tall enough to be above your ankle.
So
Do
I'm
not
reading ahead at all.
have a pet anywhere near any grass, because they can also be in low grass and are easily attaching to animal paws. The only reason they don't really get on people's feet is because we tend to wear shoes. Dogs don't. Cats don't. Right, go on, Sean.
Yeah, I'm not reading ahead at all, but I'm concerned that she's going to threaten to like rip the ticks out, which wouldn't be good because the teeth would stay in that lot and keep on potentially contracting the Lyme disease.
Again, though, it sounds like the partner / husband, I forget what it was, has to remove these ticks anyway themselves. So, okay, so so she's now asked me not to leave any paved roads when I walk the dog. That's unfair on the dog if it's too hot. The ground is lit, like, earth and grass is known to be much safer for animals because it's less abrasive to their paws. Concrete, pavement, all that shit can literally rip up a dog's or cat's paw, especially when hot. You cannot take a dog out in the heat. It will overheat and it can die.
I've seen so many cunts walking their dogs in this weather.
So this woman, again, she's not even walking the freaking dog. It's not her dog at this point. She's worried that the dog is going to pick up ticks and either get bitten herself or bring the tick into the home and have it fall off and bite one of us. That's not how ticks work, woman.
So she's not actually worried about, like, the dog, really.
She's more got a phobia of ticks, and any potential way the tick will get to her is what she's scared of.
Yeah, so she might as well just get rid of the husband as well.
She should literally just live in, like, one of the busiest metropolis cities of her lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I explained to her how important that part of the walk was for me, and that I didn't want to live my life around her fear of ticks. Ooh, this sounds like they could break up over it.
Oh.
That said, I'd be willing to make some compromises to lessen the chance of picking up ticks. First, we already have a dog on heartworm and tick medicine, and she's vaccinated for Lyme. Yes, I know it's not 100%, but it's better than nothing. What? I didn't think there was a vaccine for Lyme. Considering I'm pretty sure it's not a vaccinated thing you can vaccinate against. You either get it or you don't. It's that simple. And ticks, again, I don't think any flea and wormer actually defends against ticks. God, ticks are fucking scary looking. I get her fear, but again, I've walked through long grass and shit. I don't give a crap. If I get a tick, I get a tick. And again, Lyme disease is not that prevalent in ticks. You're more likely to get it from eating a non-checked deer. Where was I? I offered not going on the narrower trails with more brush, and that I wouldn't let our dog off leash, even though it's allowed and she loves being off leash. Honestly, in a pandemic, we are currently having that argument with a lot of people in our own town. You should not be letting your dog off a leash in public areas.
Yeah.
In this case, I kind of did. Yeah, I got attacked by a dog, guys. It was scary. Dog tried to eat my keys. I wouldn't give her my keys, so she was on like the defensive attack sort of position, barked at me and lunged for me, and the owner didn't even try and come near the dog to get it off the way from me.
She was effectively just laughing at the situation.
Pretty much, but either way, back to the thing. In this instance, it does sound like this area is not very regulated kind of thing, but either way, dog, I wouldn't let off the lead. You don't know how many other people have let their dog off the lead and shit. Finally, I offered to check the dog multiple times, for once initially when I got home, and later in case one was hiding. They don't just crawl around like nits or
No, they
fleas.
literally latch on and then they're stuck.
They will latch on and will only release once they have their fill. And once they have their fill, they're not going to reattach, because, funnily enough, they're full. Unfortunately, none of this seemed to make any difference, and she's telling me I'm a total asshole for not agreeing to her demands. Am I the asshole? No.
No, not at all.
That woman needs a therapist for being that afraid of ticks.
You've
And for being that harsh on her own dog. For not walking
He's
it.
offered so
And
many
for being
compromises.
Dangerous to the dog's mental health and physical health.
Like, when he offers that many compromises,
Yeah.
to say no outright without even considering it, absolutely not the asshole.
I wonder if they have a garden. Just a garden that has any grass in it, they could get a tick off that.
Yep. Am I the asshole for... Oh, wait, this has been removed.
Right, you just straight away click on them. Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I click on them, then read them.
Sister's
Am I the asshole for
pregnancy.
not wanting to be involved with my sister's pregnancy? Ooh.
Okay. Little
Drama.
story. This is my half sister, so not even a full sister. Okay? And she is 8 years older than me. Her and I haven't really ever had a relationship. Wow, this is already looking cut and dry, guys. Whoa. Never had a relationship. At least not for the past 5 or so years. My sister has found out she was pregnant. Woo. Then she had gone around, and I told literally everyone, even though she is lucky if she is 6 weeks. That's bad luck. And I said she should make a doctor's appointment to confirm it. Now my
baby's
sister...
gonna die.
Well, that's fucking jinxing it as well, mate. Now my sister hasn't dated the best guys. The one she's currently with lived with his parents until they got together. He's 35 and was bankrupt. Alright, don't judge him for living with his parents, judge him for being
the age
bankrupt.
and living with the parents thing, that's not in
Yeah.
his control. It's like, that's just our generation at this
Yeah.
point. But bankrupt, that depends
That's
on
a big red
context.
flag, yeah. They've been together less than a year. Her previous relationships include a guy who was engaged. Ooh! A guy who was separated from his wife. They were on a break, okay, Rachel? They were on a break. Her previous relationships include a guy who's engaged, a guy as old as her father, and another guy who barely stuck around for more than a month. Again, don't kink shame her for liking an older guy.
Yeah, a lot of people are into that.
Yeah. They're called silver foxes, man, leave them alone. I have barely spoken to my sister for a year and a half. Mate, just fucking leave her. Simple. The last conversation I had with her was her complaining that I sold my old car rather than giving it to her for free. Mate,
What?
fuck this sister. Even though she doesn't have her license and I bought my newest car, I ended up giving the money to my father anyway. She's a type 1 diabetic and lost her learner's license permit if not... Oh, Australian. Oh, okay. Wow.
Didn't see that coming.
That threw me already. Wow. I always just assume because it's Reddit, it's either English or American.
Oh, read the
Right.
next 5 words.
I'm getting there. Because she never carried her medication or took it properly. So she was literally going to be an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, she could have gone into a seizure at any point and killed someone.
Yeah. She has never had a full-time job. Part-time's fine. Has no money and has only lived in public housing. What
Again,
the
that's
fuck is
fine.
public housing?
So that'll probably be like, you
Like
know,
a-
the corridors with affordable housing and stuff like that.
What? The what?
So, you know, like, imagine you got a hotel or a B&B or something.
You mean like a hostel?
No. Imagine you've got a hotel.
Yeah.
Right? Now, in this hotel, you've got your normal paying customers, and then you've got what's called affordable housing, right?
Yeah,
That's
affordable
where
housing, yeah.
a
Right.
significantly lower rent, like dirt cheap rent,
Yeah.
but they usually have what's called a poor door, where the people in the affordable housing have to enter through the back because they're not classed as proper residents.
Yeah, I know what you're on about now. Yeah, okay.
It's temporary accommodation.
Right. Cool. She's 31. She also would tell my other half-sister about my life and what I was doing, even though I had not spoken to her in 10 years and I didn't want her in my life. 31-year-old knew this and kept telling everything. Okay. This girl who my dad poured thousands of dollars into trying to get her out of foster care, her dad and my mum had an ugly divorce, and kept asking him to give her shit for free or fix stuff, and when he disagreed with anything, she turned around and shoved in his face, you're not my father, you can't tell me what to do. Okay, I'm honestly fed up of reading this. She is just trash. Now, I still haven't spoken to my sister, and my mum kept pushing the whole, you're going to be an aunt, fucking bath, on me, and I snapped and told her I wanted nothing to do with the baby, to which she replied with, you're a nasty piece of work. Mate, have you read the shit about the sister? Even though I said I had barely spoken to her in the past couple of years, and she never bothered to check in with me before then. I know it was harsh, but am I the asshole for not wanting to do anything with this child who was forced onto me, and I don't even want to speak to my immature adult sister?
No,
honestly, what the fuck, man? The sister with the baby, that sister with the baby is going to lose that baby.
Yeah.
She's got no money. She doesn't have a good enough job to basically be out of a crappy situation. Does not have a good sense of men, because I'm pretty sure they said that she's currently with a bankrupt man. So neither of them can afford a baby. Nah. Stay out of that.
I suspect that this is going to escalate when they keep on going on about the baby, and then she's going to call, like, whatever Australian Child Protective Services is.
I'm honestly amazed that the baby carried.
They're going to check it out, and then she's going to have that kid removed.
Yeah.
Okay, am I the asshole for peeking at my fiance's wedding dress before the wedding?
So this is the guy looking at the girl's dress, yeah?
Yeah, unless it's a woman.
I am 27, engaged for 6 months to my lovely girlfriend of 5 years. Okay, cool.
Still hasn't said whether it's a woman or a man.
Yeah. Either way, whatever. We live together in the same apartment. Good. Our wedding is scheduled for early December this year. Hopefully there's not a second wave. Probably will be. Let's be fair, you jinxed it. My fiancé ordered a custom-made wedding dress from a British dressmaker. Fancy. My fiancé was working for the past few days while I am off for the week. She said her dress might be arriving from England this week, so I should keep an eye out. Okay, so they're not actually in England then.
I'm guessing America. A lot of this thread is America.
Right. Cool. She says to look out for the parcel, make sure it doesn't get left in our doorway. Live in a condo, so usually packages would just be left in the doorway. Oh, fuck no. Parcel came yesterday afternoon after hearing the knock on the door. I opened it and took the parcel. It was heavy and had a sticker on it which said it was shipped from the UK. I knew it was the dress. However, it was shipped in a cardboard box and there was a damp patch on the side of the box and it was a bit soggy. Oh god, no, you've got to open it. Oh no. I tried calling the fiancé, but she never answers her phone during work, so I gave up on that. I decided to open it and save the dress from getting wet. I opened it, and the dress was wrapped in a clear plastic vacuum-sealed bag, so it stayed dry. Again, you don't know if said area of wet box was covering the bag, and the bag could have been ripped. You don't know. So it stayed dry. I was about to put it in my fiance's closet when an envelope fell out of the box. I opened it, and it was a personal letter of thanks from the dressmaker, as well as an original sketch of the dress. Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I dropped the paper like it was on fire, but it was too late. Oh shit! I can't see it!
I mean, he's trying his best.
He did, yeah. He had the dress's best interest at heart. I had already seen the design of her dress and the fabric itself. When my fiancée came home, she saw that I had opened the box. When I told her about the wet cardboard, she was understanding and said it's fine. Fine is a bad word for Miss Ladies. Then I told her I had read the envelope with the letter and sketch of the dress. She was mad. Oh. She said it's an unspoken tradition for the groom not to see the bride's dress until the wedding day. Actually, no, that's incorrect. You can see the dress at any time up until the actual wedding day.
Yeah, and then it's you don't see it until after the proceedings, or like
yeah,
when
you don't see
on the altar kind of thing.
A groom cannot see the dress on the day of the wedding until they are actually at the part where you get married. So that's already fucked.
You should see it when she gets walked into the altar with her father or whoever.
Yeah, and then you cry like a little bitch.
You're all right today, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers,
I apologised to her, but said I wasn't expecting them to send a sketch of the dress. Anyway, she's still pissed at me, and I said I shouldn't have snooped. Am I the asshole here? No.
No.
How were you to know that they would send really cute shit with it?
I mean, the letter could have been anything. It could have been saying like, "Oh, sorry if it's a bit wet. Make sure."
I was going to say it could have been like an itemised extra bill. It's like, oh man, you went in the UK. I didn't know that. Send me like $500 or else.
Yeah, could have been import tax and customs stuff. Could have
just been a generalised invoice.
Make sure when you get it, you hang it up in a specific way. Like, don't fold it. I don't know,
care instructions. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he got it out of the box. He didn't know how to look after it.
Yeah.
You can't just leave
I'm just gonna go with no assholes there. Just a bad misunderstanding that he's talking through. I'm on the asshole.
She needs to be more understanding of how a man works.
Well, that's just sexist anyway.
Well, no, because he saw the problem, he tried to fix it, and then she's getting upset at how he fixed it, effectively.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, am I the asshole? My boyfriend, I don't like being treated like his ex. Ooh.
If you want me to read it out, don't read out the title. So otherwise you can read the whole thing. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So she doesn't like being treated like the ex. Cool. Tyler isn't exactly a perfect representation of the incident, so I want to elaborate a little. There's an incident? Last night we were having a discussion that turned into a heated discussion stemming from not putting food down the sink. We don't have a disposal. And then evolving into a heated discussion about communication. What? Hi, America? What? So, firstly, whether you have disposal or not, it's literally what one of your bins is for. It is for food and non-recyclable waste. Stop putting fucking shit down your sink.
Yeah, I've never understood America.
And again, why have an argument over it? Just put a fucking sign on it. I brought up that I don't like how if I'm not talking about something serious, he doesn't say anything, and essentially that I would appreciate some active listening on his behalf. Mate, I'm reading and I'm not even listening to what I'm saying.
As if they are talking about something serious as well, by the way. There's not a knot there. So they're talking about something serious and their partner doesn't care.
Mate, I don't listen anyway. I get his problem. Let's be fair, I get it. I brought up how I feel like he treats me like his ex communication-wise. Right. Like his ex communication-wise. Had a comma there. However, his ex was extremely abusive and he said he didn't appreciate me bringing her up and that I wasn't there any of the times she attacked, hospitalized him.
Jesus.
fuck? Mate, this woman needs to understand her man better. He's probably terrified of talking to her. He's probably terrified of being in this freaking heated discussion, as she puts it, about a disposal or lack thereof. Man. But he's the one who told me in the past that he can't communicate well during arguments of any degree because of his past relationship. Yeah. He's traumatized, woman. I feel like if it's something that needed to be addressed because I'm huge on communicating and stating thoughts from both sides and all that. Alright, so she says that she likes it from both sides, but she's actually a self-centered cunt. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. We've both moved past it, but unfortunately I tend to linger on things. You're a woman, it's what we do. And overanalyze, again, it's what we do. And I still feel shitty about the entire thing. That's just everybody, that's natural. But I know bringing it up will just trigger an argument. Again, it's what us women do. We just can't drop shit and leave it alone. We're like a dog with a stick. We aren't letting go of the stick. What the fuck is a TLDR?
Too long, didn't read.
Cool. Am I the asshole for bringing up that my boyfriend doesn't communicate well during arguments, uncomfortable conversations because of his past abusive relationship? You are more than an asshole, lady. You are a bona fide cunt. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, bona fide cunt. GG.
I don't think there's a button for cunt, but...
Well, it should be a different Reddit. We should move it to another Reddit. Also,
I
chat, if you want to get in on this, you know, feel free to put, like, asshole, non-asshole. I'm good with either of them.
Welcome to the asshole escalation service where we turn you into a cunt.
Yeah. Hey, we should have like a little tiered system, like a ladder, and each little rung is a different thing.
Okay.
What? Am I the asshole for hiding evidence that would identify the individuals that desecrated our ancestral burial site?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes as a predictive
What
test.
the fuck?
What? Like... This is really long.
Surely that is a crime.
There's an
Surely...
edit.
I'm just like, what? This is like when fucking Eric told us about his mom killing a clown. In Animal Crossing, guys. Animal Crossing is a horror game. Right.
Thought there's something I need to talk to you about off camera.
No, Animal Crossing, when I told you this morning, I even told mom and dad, and they're like, what? Right. Background. My extended relatives own the land around a mountain in China. Wow, we got some rich folks here, guys.
Yep.
Where we scatter the ashes of our dead family members. Okay. When someone dies, we hold a Buddhist ceremony in which we travel from our hometown village to said mountain and guide the cremated deceased to their grave while holding incense. That sounds lovely. The most rigid followers of our clan tradition then won't entertain themselves at all for an entire year.
Christ.
Wow, mate, we can't be Buddhists with that. We'd never catch up on Unasanas. We've done really well at catching up on it.
These fucking threads, would we?
No. The Steles?
Yeah, so that's like a pillar. So for them it'll probably be a burial pillar.
Are combined for husband and wife, okay, and have inscribed writings on a large concave stone slab of the accomplishments of the deceased. That's
nice.
Really nice. Along with 3 somewhat fragile jade dragon statuettes. Ooh. Along
They're getting nicked.
Yeah, along the top of the slab. I can see what got vandalized and that desecrated.
Yeah.
When one dies without the other, cloths are covered over the statuettes, which are removed when the other passes away. My god, man, this just sounds fucking dreamy.
Fucked if it gets windy.
I was gonna say, they probably peg them down somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was also thinking that. My grandfather...
Way down with a ruby statuette.
Well, calm down with the friggin' extravagant expenses here. My grandfather...
Mate, they own the mountain.
Just let me go with the grandfather, man! They don't own the mountain. They own the land around the mountain, I'll have you know.
Yeah, so if they build a wall, they've got a fucking mountain, haven't they?
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Right, my grandfather, on my father's side, passed away years ago. So I'm just going to say monument was constructed. The ceremony was performed and the statuettes were covered with cloths. When my grandmother passed away a couple of summers ago, we performed the ceremony. I was at the head of the procession holding incense when I arrived at the monument. It was ransacked. Oh! The surrounding tiles were upheaved in some places. A corner of the slab was knocked off. There were eaten watermelon slices everywhere, paper streamers and toilet paper all around, and all of the statuettes on my grandfather's side were missing their heads. What the fuck?
That's horrible.
We tried to complete the ceremony, however, tradition states that when something goes wrong, a century of bad luck will happen and the deceased are stuck here and separated from their spouse. Oh my god! After the ceremony was over, I returned to the monument and searched the place. I found the cloths that had covered the statuettes, and one of them had an imprint of a family crest. I guess from a ring. The cloths were very old and dry, which made for a visible imprint. My relatives already have a good idea of who could have done this, but haven't acted on it because they couldn't know for certain. However, I know for a fact these people did it. Ooh. Again with the noise outside.
Yeah.
This cloth, this cloth is in my desk drawer in front of me in the USA, and I feel an overwhelming burden on my chest. On the one hand, if I tell my family, perhaps my grandparents can find restitution. On the other hand, it may start a feud between our two clans, which may have horrific ramifications.
Don't give a fuck, let's start a clan war.
Is this like Mafia versus Yakuza?
I think this is Mori versus Takeda.
Mate, it's Hojo.
Oh, sorry.
It's fucking Hojo, man. It's always Hojo.
I always get them mixed up with your CG.
I know. We can agree it's not Oda, yeah?
Yeah.
Oda's too busy.
It's not
sucking ass.
Shimazu's style, he's over on the island to the left.
Yeah, he's good. Right.
Yeah.
Love it. I usually ask my family for advice. Fuck you, man. I tried to stay composed. I usually ask my family for advice for things like this, but I obviously can't ask what to do without telling them the scenario. I can't tell my friends because they either won't believe me or they tell my family. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for not telling my relative the truth? Or are they in the wrong for seeking revenge and or redemption? Edit. Changed. Jesus. Hi, Stark! Hi, Stark. We're reading something really depressing and it's like, we're making diamonds out of us! Hi, Stark. I hope your stream is or went well. If you are still streaming, I'm sorry I'm not there, but I'm streaming, which I know I've not done in ages. But gotta get that rank up, you know. So. Man, Beavis and Butthead is great. Okay. Changed crucified to cremated also. I didn't go back specifically to search the monument. It was to clean up, and I had just happened to find the cloth while cleaning. Also, my family doesn't believe in violence, but I'm not sure what the proclivities. I got there. What the proclivities of the other family are. Okay. So they're not Buddhist warrior monks, they're more the Zen Buddhist. Okay. I feel like this needs to go to, like,
Police.
the authorities. Fuck's sake, man, that noise. There we go. I believe it needs to go to the authorities, not to, like, either family members or anything like that.
I would personally tell the family anyway, because they need to know, but I would absolutely take it to the police, because that's vandalism either way.
It needs to go to the police. That is just absolutely disgusting.
It's trespassing on their land
Yeah.
to then commit vandalism and, like, destruction of private property.
Yeah.
And desecrating a fucking grave.
That's really bad.
Like, if they had have nicked the heads of the jade things that it sounds like they did because they didn't even find the heads, that's also theft and therefore grave robbing.
See, I'm not sure on that. They said that they were missing their heads. So they'd been, like, basically decapitated, yeah?
If they were missing their heads, I would assume that their heads are gone. Like, not just smashed
I mean, he
off,
did say that
they're
he
gone.
found the cloth, not the head.
Yeah,
So
I'd say they were nicked.
Yeah.
Probably as like a trophy of the crime.
Yeah, probably. So yeah,
Not the asshole,
not
but-
at all the asshole.
But he should let somebody know at least.
Did everyone agree with us, or did they call him an asshole? See how you
the
love to
comment-
look at the comments.
Pardon me, not the asshole. This guy needs more info. If you
That's
care about
fair.
traditions, then don't tell. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Oh, he's actually been replying to people.
Oh,
So, not the asshole, as it is from a Buddhist tradition, depending on how you interpret that, rebuild and replace the defiled tablets. If the desecration was a one-off, eventually they'll be held to account. In all of the Buddhists I know, they'll be held to account eventually. Then he says, already done. The problem is that my grandmother's soul was being carried in the initial procession. I like to hope they're at peace now, but not sure. So then they say, she is. When we die, our souls wake from the fiction of this life. There's no earthly power that could hold her back from that.
okay.
But yeah, not the asshole for not telling anyone, but he should still tell someone. Like, it's not an asshole thing to hide it, it's just, you need to let the police know at least.
Yeah. So,
that's
2
very
years of
much-
college.
That's a legal thing, if not moral.
You're the asshole. Okay, am I the asshole for screwing up 2 years of college?
This
I
sounds
was-
horrible.
Yeah, I was always a good student, but from the age of 17 plus, I've gradually gone downhill because of issues with depression. Right, not the asshole. Done. Mate, depression can control your life. You have basically no say over it. You
Oh
can
my
try and help
God.
yourself out of the hole. Yeah, I saw the title of that one that I'm seeing on your screencast. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, they are not the asshole. I don't care how much money the parents put into it and that. Not the asshole. Mental health comes before everything else. Right. I'm the asshole for
Are we
calling my
ready for a
friend
closet racist?
a closet racist. To throw away accounts that can't be traced, basically.
It's a big
English-
accusation, isn't it?
English isn't their first language either, so this might get difficult to read. Not that I'm grading anyway. I live with two friends. They're both, I'm guessing, all three of them, all females, around the 20s, blah blah blah. One they've known for 10 plus years, and one who's been an acquaintance for a few years, but who I now consider one of my best friends after moving in together. That's nice. Yesterday, we were all hanging out in my room, and my friend of 10 plus years starts joking about how she hates all of the black people. Wow, yeah, that's pretty racist.
Little bit.
Yeah. You're not an asshole for calling him a racist. She jokes about it a lot and frequently says the N-word. No, racist. Whenever confronted about it, she gets defensive and says that's just her kind of humour. That's not humour, that's racism.
Yeah.
I never bothered actually confronting her about it, saying that I don't feel comfortable with her joking about it. We're all white,
As fuck.
as fuck. Just, you're all white. It's that simple. Stop with the fucking lack of letters. By the way. Right, you're all white chicks, and one of yous is racist.
A racist bitch.
Yeah, racist bitch. The bitch is really important there, guys. You gotta add that, always. Because whenever she gets, even constructive criticism, she just gets mad and offensive. Oh my god, it's mum. Really, no joke at that? You didn't laugh?
No.
The constructive
I don't laugh at
criticism.
other people's expense.
It's not at her
Unless
expense.
they
She
fall over or
literally
something.
is like that. However, yesterday I felt particularly sick of her jokes and said she's a closet racist. At first, she seemingly jokingly agreed, but when she started questioning it, asking if I really meant it, and I said, yeah, She was so offended she left the apartment for a few hours. Honestly, she is a racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
No, I've never
There's
seen
no way
her
around that so far.
actually be mean to someone because of the colour of their skin, but I still feel like it's not okay to make racist jokes and say the N-word as often as she does. Honestly.
I want to know how many times she says it a day.
Is she trying to be a rapper? Because then I'd kind of get it, but no.
I get a lot of shit for saying it, but I think it's very wrong that rappers use it the way they do.
Oh yeah, they shouldn't use it at all. Like, it's just that simple. My other roommate said she agrees with me, but would never actually tell her because of how she knew she would react. Like, don't defend them. Call them out on the bullshit. I love calling people out on fucking bullshit. It really pisses me off if someone is taking the piss.
They're just going to keep on being racist.
Yeah. You gotta fix a toxic personality. Otherwise, you just cut out the person with the toxic personality. It's that simple. There is no two ways about it. I messaged her after she left, asking if she wanted to talk about it. She said no. I apologized for how I said it, but I hope she understood why I had my doubts whether it's just jokes or not. She said she understood, but that it hurt that I called her a closet racist. I'm now questioning whether I overreacted or if I was in the right. Am I the asshole? They added some information to that. No, you are not the asshole. That woman needs to fucking sort her shit out and stop being a racist bitch.
Absolutely.
God, I thought they were going to say something about rats then, not they're going to grass on a classmate. Guys, you gotta be careful with your language around me. You don't mean to know rats.
The last one or the penultimate one? Because I just looked at the clock.
Yeah, it's 5:30, you good.
It's 20 to 6.
Yeah, it's 5:30, it's fine. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
These are 2 different times, mate.
Paper tattoo. Right. No, they're on about corona lockdown. I don't give a crap. Go away. Yeah.
Mother-in-law.
Mid-liters. Okay, would I be the asshole if I asked my mother-in-law for peace and quiet in the mornings? Not an asshole. I fucking hate mornings. I've been staying with my husband and his family for quarantine. Oh, for fuck's sake. For the most part, nice, get along. Mother-in-law, consider pretty lucky. Since not a lot of people don't like the mother-in-law of varying degrees. The one issue I have being my mother-in-law is small too, and I'm glad about that. Cool. I'm not a morning person. Morning people don't exist, they're freaks. I try not to use that as an excuse to be rude, but I wake up early, usually, so I can watch the sunrise.
Okay.
What? If you're not a morning person, how do you wake up early?
I mean, sunrise is very fucking early as well.
And have a little bit of quiet before the others wake up. So I think you mean to say you are a morning person. Yeah, you are a morning person, and you wake up early to watch the sunrise. That is the earliest early you can fucking get.
Yeah.
And have a little bit of quiet before others wake up. My husband understands this, and when he wakes up, if he does need to talk with someone, he'll go outside and call a friend. Wow, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
I'll talk to his sister. No. Talk to this woman. Sod her quiet time. If you need to talk to someone, you talk to the nearest person. If you need to talk people, talk. I will listen.
They've already lied about being a morning person, and then they're saying they're not approachable to the extent that her husband has to leave the house.
Right, my mother-in-law, on the other hand, is a very social person. Right, if you can't deal with social people, don't be with social people. It's that simple. It's endearing to me most of the time. No, you're a cunt. Nobody says endearing like that, you're a cunt.
Where are you reading endearing?
Oh, whoops. I fucked up. Fucked up. Go back to it. Broken it. I messed up, guys.
What have you done?
Are you gonna say?
No.
Is it gonna stay? I fucked up. There. It's endearing to me. Most of the time.
No, we haven't gotten there yet. You've missed. We joke that when we go to events, it takes forever to leave since she's talking to everyone.
Oh,
Then
yeah, I
it
fucked
says,
that up.
it's endearing to me most of the time.
Okay, she's a very social person. We joke that when we go to events, it takes forever to leave since she's talking to everyone. It's endearing to me. But still, she's a socialite. Deal with it. Yeah. Recently,
Extrovert.
mother-in-law has taken to waking up early in the morning since my father-in-law has a busy work life, which has affected both of their sleep schedules. Usually, I'm the only one awake at this time, so my mother-in-law is always trying to talk with me about an article she read, a cute picture she saw, or anything else on her mind. Sometimes it would be about a conversation she and a friend had, which is always awkward because I don't know a lot of her friends. I don't want to be a bitch and say things like, hey, can you wait till I've had my cup of coffee, or give her a brush off? But I do want my morning peace, if that makes sense. She looked forward to it. I don't think mother-in-law was trying to take it away from her. Blah, blah, blah. She's so social, sometimes she just assumes others are ready for a conversation that instant. I normally love talking to her, but it's a little much sometimes. So, would I be the asshole if I asked her to not talk to me as much in the morning?
I mean, yes and no.
Just tell her straight that you're basically meditating. Yeah? She's basically meditating. She just wants silence so she can watch the sun rise and have a bit of me time.
If she's waking up early enough for the sun to rise, and then by the time that her husband wakes up, he has to go outside to do a phone call and that lot with his sister or whatever, that means that they're all awake as well at that point, which is probably like 8 to 10. So yeah, she's sat out there or sat in the window or whatever for hours on end just staring outside in silence. She's absolutely meditating.
At this point, she is still a cunt, in my opinion, but she needs to just have it out straight with her mother-in-law that she is not a conversationalist. She just wants silence around her of a morning. It's that simple. You just speak to them.
The problem I have with this one is she's asking if she'd be the asshole for asking for peace and quiet.
No.
She wouldn't be the asshole for that, but she is a cunt in person.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, that's a fun one.
Next.
Everyone in the comments agrees that there's no assholes.
I mean, I wouldn't say no assholes, but yeah. Right,
in regards to the question.
Yeah, am I the asshole for being upset with my parents for being overprotective with my brother because he has a low level of autism? When you say low level, do you mean that they are highly functioning? Or do you mean that they really can't function, it is that low?
Let's read on for context.
Okay, I live with my parents, a 59-year-old lady and a 57-year-old man. And my older brother is 27, who was diagnosed with a low level of autism when he was a child. Even when I was little, I'm 18 now. My brother was very spoiled by our parents, especially our mother. Yeah, they do that, it's really annoying. He gets to do whatever he wants, while they always make me do everything at home, even cleaning his mess. I do it most of the time, but sometimes it's very annoying to be forced to do something while your older brother is just messing around. Again, I need to know their level of autism, because that might not just be messing around, that could be their level of autism.
What's his mess as well? Is that just like, oh, he's spilt something, or is he shit himself all over the floor?
Right, our relationship isn't the worst, but we have argues frequently, mainly because of his attitudes. Again, while we're all in quarantine, he is an essential worker. Wait. Is the person with autism the essential worker? Because if that's the case, then then it is basically a high functioning autistic person, because the autism isn't like overly affecting their life. So he shouldn't have any mess that he can't pick up himself.
There's not a lot of essential jobs.
Yeah. So we understand that he has to leave the house almost every day, but he doesn't take any care with his stuff like clothes, boots, or other objects that he took with him. And my mother is the one that has to wash his uniform, because he won't do it himself. She got sick for more than 2 weeks and he would still be disrespectful with the rules, like cleaning things when you come back home. Even bringing his girlfriend here every now and then, or his colleagues from work.
Okay, that's a massive breach of lockdown.
My parents never say a thing about his behaviour, and if I say a word, they say I'm being mean to him. But he's putting us all in risk with his irresponsibility. If I talk directly to him, he just ignores. Alright, you're probably talking to him wrong. And if I insist, he gets pissed at me and calls me a bitch, or things like that. In front of our parents. And they don't say a word until he physically threats me, which has happened a couple of times. Am I the asshole? Sorry, I'm not used to it like that form. Am I the asshole for being upset with my parents for this?
No.
You shouldn't be upset with the parents, you should be upset with the person that sounds more responsible than the parents are letting on. If he can hold down a job, he can pick up his own shit. You should not be picking up his stuff. You should not be doing his stuff. This person has been coddled too much and needs to basically have the boot shut up his ass to get his shit together. So he needs to learn how to talk to his brother. Right, are you good for one?
Yeah, I'm good for one more.
Ooh.
He's not an asshole though. That was
No, he's not an
that was
asshole.
ridiculous.
Am I
He
the
should
asshole for
technically
being
call the police.
upset about surprise vacation? I feel like this.
Oh, robot.
Sorry.
I think it's when you're loading them up.
Probably. I've read one like this before. Okay. So, I haven't told anyone yet that I'm upset, frustrated, I don't want to be a jerk, so I'm asking mainly if I'd be one if I said anything. Backstory. Husband and I live in another state from our families. Father-in-law called to let us know that they're going to the beach for mother-in-law's birthday as a surprise and expect us to be there. Ooh, bad move. The beach they're going to is about 4 hours from them. It is about 10 to 11 hours from us. There is a beach in our state that is 4 hours from them and 4 hours from us. So pretty much even distance from us and them. Naturally, I'm a little upset that father-in-law is expecting us to drop everything to drive 10 hours to spend 3 days at a beach, then drive 10 hours back. Alright, so it's not like you've got to do it all in one day, so what's the problem there? Also, I don't have paid vacation. Okay, problem. At work. Sure. If I take vacation, I'm not going to get paid. I wonder what job they have. If we were going to the beach 4 hours from us, I'd feel a bit better. Because I wouldn't have to take a full week off. How are you getting a full week?
Yeah, I'm seeing 5 days, not 7.
Husband is not working due to COVID. He works in tourism. So hang on then. You're not going on this vacation anyway. If you're mentioning COVID, you're not going on any vacations. You're staying where the fuck you are in your house. I mentioned to husband I wasn't looking forward to driving 10 hours twice in a week, putting 1,200 miles on my car in a week, and he goes, it isn't about us. I understand that, but it's also harder for us to get to that beach than it is everyone else. Plus, I can't afford to miss an entire week of work. My depression and anxiety are in overdrive. At this point, I don't even want to go. Husband asks what is wrong. I don't know how to tell him without sounding like a jerk and without him thinking I don't want to go. Tell him, COVID, stay in your house, fuck the in-laws, you ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Tough shit. Everyone stay at home, don't go out. I would love to go on vacation, however it's 10 hours there, maybe 3 days at a beach, and then 10 hours back. A week of work in missing a paycheck, and don't exactly have money for this. I honestly don't feel like going at this point. I'm dreading the drive. I have arthritis in my hips. At 25, I know it sucks. And I get car sick pretty easily when I'm not driving. Plus, we have 4 animals we would need to coordinate care for. Sorry it's rambling, my mind is all screwy, and I'm autistic, so I just don't know what to do.
You're just not going because of Corona.
Okay. An added thing. The trip is scheduled for June 24th, so sometime but being the main person in my role at work, getting off is harder, and no paid vacation. Used it all when I was in 2-week quarantine for COVID. Even if it's in, like, near the end of June, because 24th is near the end of June. No, just stay inside. It is not worth it. You're not the asshole for wanting to go there. The asshole demanding you travel a stupid amount just for their fucking birthday. No. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Sorry about all the swear words, but also not sorry because that's who I am. I swear a hell of a lot. This is not PG at all. So he's typing. I don't type. You probably, yeah, you won't be able to see his because it's only recording off that screen there. But he loves replying to him. I'm just like, no, I'm just here to judge you in my head.
When it's one that I feel strongly about, I'll reply. Because they are genuinely asking if they're an asshole and like they need the response. I've posted on here as well before. It was very important to me at the time.
What, as in, are you the asshole?
Yeah.
What?
I told you about that at the time.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Mate, you just bummed me right out.
I don't know.
Remember this shit? No, it's fine. Just. So, are we done? Yeah?
Oh, there we go. So that was me looking for the cartoon music video.
Oh, I remember, yeah. I told you weren't an asshole. That's not even a reasonable not am I the asshole thingy.
Yeah, and then they found it, V-Birds. That was the game that I crowdfunded. That was a really good game, actually. I need to play that again. And then, am I the asshole for refusing shifts my boss knows I cannot do?
Yeah, I know, you weren't the asshole anyway.
Yeah, a lot of people said I was.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, that guy told me to get legal advice, so that was fun.
That's why you to get legal advice.
Yeah, it escalated pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this, be sure to come back throughout the week, you know, throughout the month, throughout the years. We never know when we're going to stream, but it will happen eventually.
I can guarantee I won't be live in a century's time. Guarantee.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make you a mortal bitch, and then I'm going to put you on Twitch in like future version, where it'll be Twitch X or whatever, and you're going to stream.
Nah, mate.
Yeah.
No, mate.
Yeah.
Nah. Alright, so yeah, I was Nub. I had a hell of a fun time doing this. I freaking love Am I the Asshole Reddit. And yeah, I haven't streamed in ages, so I had to get a stream out. So, nice and easy stream. Hope you all had fun.